no threat is more imminent than what is happening on the West Coast.
Wildfires in California, Oregon, and Washington state
across the West. Thousands of homes and families ripped apart as these wildfires continue to rage.
All of us to wrap our heads around the devastation
have died. Officials describe conditions as, quote, apocalyptic.
I've been in Aptos this whole time that Oregon's been on fire, and down here it got pretty red for just a day, and then other than that it's been like this. It's kind of foggy and a little bit of smoke, but just about blue skies, so it's not quite as bad as Oregon down here, but I feel terrible for the people up in Oregon.
As many of you know, or as many of you have experienced, there are fires burning through the entire Pacific Northwest. And that hits close to home because that's where I live. I'm going to tell you the story of the fires through my perspective and my friend's perspective as well.
Okay, so if you guys have been paying any attention to what's happening lately, there's a lot of fires on the West Coast. And it's weird because you can be in one place and the sky will be perfectly bright blue, and then you drive 10 minutes somewhere else and it's just dark. Okay, at this point I feel like I'm in like an apocalypse movie, you know? This is crazy.
I'm going to tell you the story of the fires in the Pacific Northwest through my perspective, starting back about 6 days ago. My friends and I decided to stop off at the top of a hill in my neighborhood. It got really real when I got home and my mom was on the phone with my grandma, and so she had evacuated from her house and she had to take her horses and her dog and move into a friend's house. The next day, my dad came home from work, came back a whole day early. The smoke gradually throughout the day really filled up. And then the next day, I went into work, and then I worked for a few hours and then got sent home. And then I went to my friend Noah's house, and he was watering his roof. Their family was really prepared, and that's where I kind of learned more about what was really going on with the fires. And then Noah's sister and her husband and then her daughter, a couple of Noah's brothers, all left to go to Idaho, which at the time was clear of the smoke, so that they could get the baby out of the smoke. I spent the night at Noah's house. The next day I had to go pick up some things from the office. Basically, Noah and his mom decided that they had to also leave. Yeah, and so then they left. This video is definitely more of a serious video, and it's kind of sad because I can think about how it could ruin some of my plans. All the fires that are going on could ruin some of my plans to make exciting videos in cool places, but in the grand scheme of things, that doesn't matter, as there are firefighters and, you know, first responders that are just like risking their lives to help these people that have very serious issues going on. I want to keep them in our thoughts and our prayers. Thank you for watching this serious video, and I hope that I told this story in an interesting enough way to where raise awareness to what's going on for the people that don't live in this area, and then for the people that do, just to feel connected, as terrible things oftentimes bring unity, as we have definitely experienced throughout this year of 2020. So I'll see you next week.